Mark down at the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down. Michael. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go now.
Throwing again on second and 10. Michael. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Gone. Now let's go.
On first and 10, Michael. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to second and 10. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now let's go.
Off play action. Michael. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Being chased out left. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Flush to his right. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Michael. Escaping the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw. Michael, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Off the play fake. Michael. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because Anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Now let's go. 3.
From the gun, Michael looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Set. Blue landing. Blue landing. Detroit. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Michael. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Bears on third. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Off the toss, Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So many times during games we talk about reading keys. So what does that mean for a cornerback? Well, when you're guarding a receiver, is he actually going out for a pass, or is he trying to block you because it's a running play? Reading the key and understanding the play. On this one, he diagnosed it perfectly and made an excellent tackle.
Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Michael looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw. Michael, wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Yeah, 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So it's first and goal, and a great to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They give them a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense,
All right, now,
find the
56.
holes where guys are
56.
available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up to the forward.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Akeem Hicks able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Michael. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 319.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 1st down. Michael escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw on 2nd down. Michael trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And now running right through it. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Moncrief. So that one will be accepted. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
39! Green 39!
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Michael. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looking to throw. Michael. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Michael. Going up top. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing again. Michael. Flush to his right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Michael is going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A give to Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. To throw on 2nd down. Michael. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Michael looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Lucky 56. Gone.
On first down, Michael flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Michael. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. This will be from 53 for the win. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it.
So for the Bears, they'll finish the